Alright, today I'm reviewing the Moto G Play 2024, a phone that honestly should have stayed in the factory. I'm not sugarcoating anything. This is a cheap device from a company that hasn't been competitive in years. And in 2025, this thing is already outdated. I'm going through every part of it. Design, screen, cameras, storage, battery, software, everything. If you're thinking of buying this, you'll know exactly why you shouldn't buy this shit. The entire build is plastic, cheap plastic. The frame's plastic, the back's plastic, everything feels hollow. Like this phone feels hollow, bro. There's no weight to it, no premium feel at all. This phone isn't a phone you'd be proud to own. It's a phone you settle for when you don't have any other options. Alright, so the display is 1600x720. A 720p screen in 2024 was already embarrassing, and in 2025 it's straight up unacceptable. Everything looks soft, icons, text, videos, nothing looks sharp. I would show you a video, but it won't let me enter YouTube for some reason. God, that's how shitty this phone is. Look, it just exits out. I don't understand why. This is literally the kind of screen you put on a first kid's tablet, not a main smartphone. Other budget phones gives you 1080p. This is a downgrade compared to pretty much every competitor. It runs Android 14 and the interface looks clean, but the hardware can't keep up with it. Animations lag, switching apps is slow, and sometimes the whole phone feels like it's trying to process more than it can handle. It technically works, but the experience isn't smooth or reliable. Long-term performance is literally questionable. Okay guys, I know you heard that. The speaker is average at best, flat, not loud enough, and nothing special. Call quality is fine, it works, and that's all I can say. This phone is for people who need the absolute basics: calling, texting, light browsing, nothing more. It's not for gamers, not for photography, not for multitasking, not for social media power users. It's for someone who needs a cheap phone urgently or doesn't care about performance at all. My final verdict, the Moto G Play 2024 is a below average device in 2025. The battery is good, but almost every other category is behind the competition. The screen is low resolution, the performance is weak, the storage fills up fast, the cameras are disappointing, and the software doesn't run smoothly on the hardware Motorola put inside. If you have other options, Samsung A series, TCL, Xiaomi, they give you far better value. This phone is only worth using if you get it extremely cheap, or if someone who needs only the bare minimum essentials. Alright, let's get into the teardown of the Moto G Play 2024, a phone that somehow manages to be cheap and annoying at the same time. I already hated the specs, but the disassembly, it was super annoying. So, first up, the back cover. And I swear to God, I don't understand how a piece of plastic this thin was so hard to remove. Motorola plastered this thing with enough adhesive to seal a submarine. I hit it with a blow dryer, reheated it again, and this flimsy plastic still acted like it was guarding national secrets. And this adhesive, oh my God, look at it. Literal mountains of glue for a $150 phone. Why? See what I mean? Alright, once I got the back cover off, I got to the mid-frame. Nothing crazy, a bunch of screws, plastic clips, typical budget phone stuff. This part was the easiest thing in the entire teardown, which honestly says more about the rest of the phone than anything else. Alright, so I forgot to record myself trying to pry off the battery, but Motorola didn't just glue this battery. They waterproofed it with glue. There was so much adhesive under it, it looked like the battery was swimming. I'm not even exaggerating, it took me 5 minutes straight of prying, heating, pulling, and regretting my life decisions. And while ripping it out, I accidentally damaged the display flex cable. Not like this phone deserved to live anyway. Also, nicked the battery a bit. It didn't explode, but if it did, honestly, I wouldn't blame it. Once the battery was finally out, the rest was whatever. Here's the motherboard, small, basic, nothing impressive. You've got the rear camera module, 50 megapixels on paper, disappointment in practice. Front camera is tiny, looks like something from 2016. Overall, the board looks like it cost $5 to produce. And the daughter board with Here's a daughter board with the charging port. To be fair, this was actually one of the cleaner parts of the teardown. It comes out easily, no drama. This phone is basically hard as hell to open, hard as hell to remove the battery, and then completely boring once you get inside. Peak Motorola. And I didn't bother going crazy with the speaker. It's just a basic budget loudspeaker. Nothing to see, nothing impressive, nothing worth wasting oxygen describing. And that's the entire Moto G Play 2024 torn down. The phone is basically made of a ridiculously overglued battery, a flimsy plastic back, two cheap circuit boards, cameras that lie on the spec sheet, and enough adhesive to trap a small animal. This teardown honestly told me everything I needed to know about this phone. Cheap parts, cheap builds, annoying engineering choices, and nothing worth praising besides the battery size, which they buried under a gallon of glue.